In this video, I'm going to explain how we can expose our n8n automation localhost environment to public access. In my previous video, I explained how to set up n8n automation in a local environment, and now we're going to extend that functionality so it can be accessed publicly. If you haven't watched my previous video yet, you can check it out by clicking the link above. Exposing your n8n instance to the public has several benefits. You can launch a production-level automation tool that's accessible from anywhere, and you can also receive webhook notifications directly into your automation workflows. To do this, we'll be using Ngrok. If you don't already have an Ngrok account, go to their website, sign up, and then log in to your Ngrok dashboard. Inside the dashboard, you'll find the Ngrok installation guide with step-by-step instructions for different platforms like macOS, Windows, and Linux. For this tutorial, I'll be using macOS, but if you're on another operating system, just follow the guide for your platform. Once Ngrok is installed on your local machine, you'll be able to use it to create a static domain that exposes your n8n localhost environment to public access. In the previous video, we set up n8n inside a Docker container. Now, instead of running it with the default localhost settings, we'll configure it with a static ngrok domain. First, stop and remove the existing n8n container, then create a new Docker container for n8n, but this time configure it with the required environment variables for public access. I've added all the environment variable details in the description, so you can simply copy and paste them. The key variables you need to set are the base URL, which should be your ngrok static domain with HTTPs, the webhook URL, which should be the same ngrok static domain, so you can receive webhook notifications, and optionally, the file system path if you want to store large files on your local system instead of inside the container. Once the container is configured, we need to run ngrok to expose the n8n service. Open your terminal and run the command ngrok static domain name and the port 5678, where 5678 is the default port used by n8n. After running this, Ngrok will provide you with a public .tc URL, which is your static domain that directly maps to your local n8n instance. Now copy that domain into your browser, and you should be able to access your n8n workflow automation tool publicly. At this point, your workflows can receive webhook triggers from external services, and you can test production-level automations directly using your static domain. This means your n8n automation is no longer limited to your local machine. It's available anywhere in the world. And that's it. We successfully exposed our n8n localhost environment to the public using ngrok.pod. This setup allows you to run automation workflows with webhook support, and even prepare your environment for production-level use. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check the description for all the commands and environment variable details.